Hello everyone, it's me, and this is my favorite video, and this is my biggest video I have ever done because I will be revealing the Skysurfer, and I have tried to make it for like 2 months. I am working on this for like 2 months. Before we get into the actual part of the video, I want to tell you that 9th December is my birthday. So if you want to support me, please complete 100 subscribers. We are so close. So now let's move on to the video. After that, you have loaded it into the game. After you have loaded it, you are ready to go for launch. Just don't forget to put your payload in there. I am just using the 12 wide fuel tank as the payload. This rocket can carry up to 100 tons to Leo, so you can use anything. After you are loaded into the game, into the launch screen, the second stage will automatically be docked into the first stage, and now you just do the staging and launch it. It's pretty easy and all the staging has been done for you. Okay, meet you at stage separation. Till then, enjoy the launch. So when you have about 120% of the fuel remaining on the first stage, just shut down the engines and then do the staging. This will separate the second stage from the first stage. Now turn on the engines on the second stage and then just go back to the first stage and do the boost back burn just like I am doing here. You can also turn off all the engines and only boost back on the 3 engines like I am doing here. Then you can just go to the second stage and continue your burn. And as the second stage is doing the burn, do it in the correct orientation and just switch back to the first stage to see if the boost back burn is correctly done or not. After the boost back burn is done, go back to the second stage and do the rest of the Earth orbit insertion burn. And after you have placed in the desired orbit, you can just go back to the first stage and continue the landing. And now here we have the re-entry burn. Just aim the rocket correctly at the launch complex and shut down the engines. Then start your landing burn when you feel right. You can also attach parachutes if you need much more performance, but I wouldn't recommend it. Like if you are going to the Mars and you don't want to do the refueling stuff, so just use parachutes on the first stage, or don't reuse any of the first stage or the second stage in the first place. Now go back to the second stage and start deploying your payload. First deploy the fairing by clicking on the docking port right there. After that, separate the payload and get away from the payload's way by using RCS on both the booster and on the fairing, and use time wrappings so that the payload gets further enough so that we can start closing our fairing. And it's a pretty easy job, and you do not have to worry a lot while joining the fairing. Like this we have done it. And now get to the interesting part, where yes, this is the interesting part. We go retrograde and fire our engines for the deorbit burn. And after that, just enjoy the re-entry heating effect and go a bit of vertical so that the velocity reduces easier. And now turn on the landing engines when you feel it right and orient the ship as it lands. And there we go, we have landed, and you can get back to the launch site by using infinite fuel and no gravity. And after you have done all the staging, you can just put the second stage on the first stage again with your own hands. It doesn't need any other things like I am doing here. It will dock and just refuel and go. You are good to go.